On the last Home Depot Black Friday video we did for you a couple of weeks ago showing you those appliance deals, some of them were incredible due to the fact that there was double stacking discounts, not only on the actual selling price of the appliances, but there was also discounts of buy more, save more that were double stacking, and that allowed people to save up to 70% off. So now that deal has ended and a new one has started, and we're going to show you how to maximize that deal as well. In fact, on the previous video, many of you had reported how much you had saved after watching our video. And then, of course, many people who had watched my previous video on these appliance deals a couple of weeks ago had reported just saving incredible amounts of money. So, for example, look at this guy here. It says he saved, his total with tax was $1,069. This one here was $1,600. This guy here says he paid $1,500. This guy paid $1,900. So depending on what configuration of models you choose, this guy had paid $1,800. Somebody got as low as $1,200. Look, this guy did 3 fridges in a range. Holy cow. So let's go back here and revisit that same shopping cart that I showed you on my previous video. So if you recall up here, the total suite price for the 4 appliances was $4,209. And then less all of the discounts and everything, it had come to $1,462 as I showed you here in the video. But now, because that part of the deal, the buy more, save more part, has ended, and they sort of amended it now. If you remember from the previous video, I showed you that we had 2 stackable discounts. And so the buy more, save more part, which is this part of the stackable discount, on the previous video, they were giving us up to $1,000 off, and that ended on December 5th. So now on December 5th, they started this new deal, which runs from December 5th until January 1st, 2025, where you can still buy more, save more, but now they're just not giving you as much savings anymore. So the maximum savings you're going to get is about $450. So we're approximately $600 less now. So if I go and pull up the cart and I still have those same 4 appliances sitting in my shopping cart here that I showed you on the last video, and the deal came approximately to around the same amount, around $4,200 would be the total cost of the suite. And then with the savings and everything, I had showed you on the previous video, your total was going to be $1,462. And now you can see that has risen up to $2,381 because they're not giving us as much savings with the buy more, save more. Now here you can see it says right here, you saved 44% off of your items. That's still a pretty darn good savings. That's normally what you would see something like on appliance savings on Black Friday, this type of thing. But yet, of course, on the other video, I showed you, of course, that you had saved 67% off because of that extra $600. Okay, so now what can we do here to offset this lower discount that they're giving us now and still maximize our savings? You can see some of the deals have switched over to Whirlpool having $1,000 off. So let's go to that one. Remember, the same strategy applies that I showed you before. You want to mouse over your different appliances and make sure that this 450 pops up here, because this is your buy more, save more. This tells you that you're doing 2 stackable deals, okay? So you see, if we look at the refrigerator, its final cost when it's in the shopping cart with the discount applied and everything is $12.88. So can we find another similar refrigerator to this one that is going to come in below $12.88 by the time it's all said and done? So in order to find a refrigerator that's lower than that price, let's see if we can find one. Now on there's featured kitchen packages, you can look in here as well. I would stay away from Samsung. Either get GE, Frigidaire, or Whirlpool. I was also looking down here and saw this one here, which is down to $10.98 from $13.99. It's not the biggest savings in the world, but it is a popular one due to its price range, and it still has the water. It still has the water and ice in the door, and it, as you can see, the 450 pops up here, so you can apply that double stack discount on top of this one. So let's go take a look at this one. So this one's $300 off, but it's a lower priced model, and so 22% off. Okay, but remember, by buying this, you're doing the buy more, save more as well. So as you can see, All we have to do is spend $186 more to get 200 off, but then you spend the rest to get the extra 450 off. So let's throw this into the cart, and it should fill this up and max it out to the 450. And then when we get into the cart, you can see now that our pricing has dropped now down to $2,081. And it's saying that you saved 36% off of your items instead of what it was saying a few minutes ago. Let's see what it did to the refrigerator. Yeah, see, so it did. You can see the buy more, save more was applied to it. And now our savings increased up to 28% from what it was showing us. So the main thing to remember here is that you still essentially have the same Black Friday deal from Home Depot that they gave us a few weeks ago. They just changed the terms a little bit. It's now about $600 more or so than it was before a couple of weeks ago. And so it's still a great deal. You're still getting 44% off instead of like 67% off before. So again, don't fret if you missed out on it before. Yeah, you're going to not save as much, but so what? And remember, you can swap in and out appliances as well and maybe try to bring that price down some more. So remember, you got to get these deals done by January before it goes back up again in price. And then also make sure if you haven't seen any of the other Black Friday videos, make sure you check those out. All of those buy one, get ones, all of that pricing is still good. All of those tools that I showed you. That wasn't just for Black Friday, because remember, most of these started at the last week of October and they run until January. Okay, now here's another little clever trick that I want to show you. So you notice how they have under GE that it says there's a featured kitchen package. And they also have one from Frigidaire. But look, if you look at the GE version of this package, you notice how the price is at $25.91? So you wouldn't be able to get the maximum $450 off. I'm not even sure if these appliances would have that stacking buy more, save more on there. But even if they did, it looks like it comes in just underneath. So you want to play with it and make sure you get just above that. So you might want to swap out one model or something that might be $100 more or $50 more just to get you over that limit. So those are the things you want to play with. And then same thing with the Frigidaire. Now, of course, these are a lot more budget-priced models here. That's why, to me, your safest bet is to always make sure you're in this section here where you can get that double stacking discount. So anytime you wave in front of these, you'll see the little chart show up. That's how you know. And then also, and then another thing I wanted to point out for you also on refrigerators is make sure that you know the size and the dimensions of your refrigerator in all of your appliances and make sure that they will fit into your space. So for example, let's say you wanted a counter depth refrigerator. Okay, this one here is not a counter depth. See right here, if you look down here, it says the depth is 35 inches. So this will stick out about 10 inches or so beyond your counter. Some people don't want that. Some people want a counter depth refrigerator. Those tend to cost more money. So just be aware of that. And also make sure that you understand the width, because some of these refrigerators are 36 inches wide and some of them are 30 inches wide. So you got to make sure, don't just throw something in the cart all starry-eyed looking at these discounts and not make sure that you're getting the right type of refrigerator. Also, make sure to check the ice line input on the back of your refrigerator so that you know whether or not you need to get a new hose back there. And I only recommend getting the steel-belted hoses for that. So anyway, you can check out these two videos over here to watch for more Black Friday deals. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.